My players' appearances, we want to make it clear that your height, your weight, your wingspans, your attribute ratings, your badges,
All the same.
those are determined by your build and not by your appearance. So there is
That
full
part.
parity on the
She
court.
hooping.
And keep in mind that once you choose a male or female My Player build, your
Your
selection
selection
for that
locked
save
in.
file is going to be locked. Female My Players, they can play across the multiplayer modes in the city. So the Rec, the Theater,
We'll go
Street
back and
Kings
watch that in a
Park,
second.
and more new modes that we're going to get to in a second. They can play in all of those modes. The other big news that you heard today that applies to everything we're going to be
The
talking about in
outfits.
the builder in the city is the new NBA 2K HQ companion app. And this app gives you the full NBA 2K27 My Player builder right on your phone.
Yes.
So you can create new My
Don't know if
Player
I'm rocking
builds
with it.
on the go and then upload them so that they're going to be waiting for you on your console when you get home. You can even share those builds with the friends via like QR codes or sending them links. So there's a lot of really cool features in this app. There's daily rewards, tracking daily leaderboards. You can message your crew. You can actually manage your crew as well. So check all that info out on the NBA 2K website.
Well, they're not
just
showing
keep in mind
anything?
that the NBA 2K HQ app applies to everything we're talking about for the My Player Builder and the city.
I don't
The
think so.
best thing about that app, it is going to be available on August 21st.
First.
That means
You want to make a build
5
from
days
your
before
phone?
early access begins. You can download the NBA 2K HQ
I'm
app,
feeling it.
get into the full My Player Builder, and prep and get ready before early access even begins next week. Now, Stacks, I have a question for you. Because you usually won't run with me because you don't like my builds. You think I drag you down on the court. Can you use the NBA 2K HQ app, make a build, and send it to me so that you can stop avoiding me this year?
Damn, Stacks, you gotta play
Evan,
Evan.
first and foremost, where is your console at? We haven't seen your console, I feel like, in 2 years. So once you find your console, I'll think about sending you a build. All right. First, we got to get your console situated. Then
Come
we'll
on,
worry
Evan.
about a build. All right.
You make too much money.
Let's
I've
go
had
I
the
said
console.
earlier we're gonna play together this year. So I'm gonna find my console for you.
Well,
Don't worry, Stacks.
Again, Evan, if you can find a console, we're gonna make it happen. But let's go ahead and move on. All of that information
These
is
two
fire.
ridiculous.
I can't wait to be able to control my crew.
Show me the builder.
Yeah. Guys gonna get up out of here, man. This is gonna be good. Anyway, let's start talking about the builder a little bit. And Evan, the people want to know. I want to know: are there any new ways that you can create your build this year?
This is
We
the
still
important
do
part.
have templates in addition to making a custom build from scratch. So first off, the community build templates are going to be coming back starting in season 2. Very excited to see who we have in those this year. Besides that, though, the Pro-Tuned and NBA build templates
These are
have been
templates.
replaced with something that we're calling
And your heart
the
away.
signature blueprints templates, and that gives you the best of both worlds. So you get the versatility of those Pro-Tune templates, but also the authentic feel of the real-life players of the NBA templates. So each of these signature blueprint templates, they are shaped
Don't
by
worry, we
3
will
player
break these down in a
comparisons
second.
that draw from
We'll go
various
back.
NBA and WNBA players' abilities to blend those together into one build that reflects their play styles. And at launch,
As
there are going to be
always.
40 of these signature blueprint templates to choose from, and then there will be additional ones
Damn, 40
added
templates.
each season. So that's the new builder option that you're going to see when you first open up the builder.
Alonzo
this year, Stacks.
Murray, Zach Edey.
I'm gonna have
All
to
right.
take a look at that.
Before we
man.
go
I
further-
always draw a little bit of inspiration.
Before we go further, let's
you
go
know,
look at
when I
those
see some of my
templates.
favorite man. I always draw a little bit of
We'll go back.
inspiration.
One build. Each of these signatures gives you custom build
Okay.
from scratch. So
And then we're gonna play it in slow speed. Just kind of see what we have. Okay, so these are the signature blueprints. They got shoot-in, archetype, backcourt bully, and physical opposing 6-7 point guard. So these are all the big point guards. Derek Williams is nice. Mitch Richmond was a point guard? I think I swear he was a shooting guard. Sure. So he can shoot. Derek is a shooter. Yep, his stats show it. He's a shooter. Captain 92. Mid-range Captain 98. Free throw can go as high as you want it to. Speed with ball is slow. Ball handle is high. Accuracy could be as high as you want it to be. Speed and agility is pretty much capped there. This build is not good. It's really not. is really not. He's slow. Yeah, he's tall, but he's slow. His people ball slow. Nah, this is not the perfect. That's not the one I would go for. This is the playmaking, the tactician, primary offensive engine that uses elite vision to pick and get apart defenders while keeping them honest with the lethal jumper. Okay, so he gets a max 90 jumper, 92. You want to do Kay Cunningham, James Harden, Tyrese Halliburton. I'm here for it. He's probably gonna have the highest 3 out of these 3. Well, I don't think you switch between. I think those 3s are the archetypes, the players that are the archetypes. Another, they're also slow, but they're all tall as well. Keep that in your print. They're all very tall guards either. The defense ones, the client first guards, and these are your Ben Thompson. I guess he played point guard sometime. This is Eric Johnson from the Celtics, I believe. Gary Payton. These guys are gonna have some of everything. It looks like. Yeah, perm, steal, speed. Speed with ball is very high. Ball handling is very high. Defense is driving these. If you're going to play a point guard and you don't want to make a build, I highly suggest these. I highly suggest the defense one. These are the ones that are going to give you a little bit of what you need. Yeah, the defense builds look pretty good, actually. So that's the point guards, what they show so far. I don't know if there's a hidden archetype, but that's all they see for the point guards. Now let's move on to see what else they got. For there's the best skill was shooting, best skill is playmaking. Play first guards, best skills defense. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, there is another point guard artifact type, certified bucket. Okay, so there's one more. And these are your Gilbert Arenas, your Baron Davis. I don't know if I pronounce her name. That's Sabrina. So you got high 3, high mid range, great speed of ball. Oh my god, great ball handling. Oh my god. Driving dunk is crazy. Layup is nice, close shot is nice. Perm and still is decent, and speed is decent. Certified bucket is a great build. No, it's not fantastic. You're not gonna be sweeping nobody on the floor, but you're not gonna be going too crazy. But so sample builds this year looks viable. Sample builds look okay. I still got to make my own, bro. I'm not gonna do a sample build, bro. But maybe I'll test one out in as my second build, just to see what the sample builds have to offer. But no, it looks pretty decent. As far as builds go, it's not that bad. I do think that they're also short too. These builds are shorter. Finishing the flight risk point guards. Thinking Penny Hardaway, Castle, Anthony Edwards. Penny. 6'7", shooting, max at 85. Speed with ball, slow. Driving dunk is crazy. Speed and agility is low. Defense is low. What the hell does this build do? Attack the basket and dribble. Sort of kind of shoot. Yeah, this build's bad too. So these are the points already distributed. Yeah. That build's bad. That build's bad. That build's not great. That build's not great. Why is there not a shooter then? There weren't any shooters. Alright, so small forwards. We missed one. Hold on. What was the first one? Alright, so certified bucket. A little bit further. Bulldozer. It was Bulldozer is the first one. Flight risk. Oh, this is a good archetype name though. Oh, you can change the archetype name? That's interesting. If you can change the archetype name, I can see people using it for that point alone. I mean, I guess it all depends on cap breakers at this point. All right, so we got Bulldozer, LeBron, Siakam, Barnes. One shot, driving layup, driving dunk. And it's not bad at all. Standing dunk, post control. Bad on defense. So average. This is it's trying to be a finisher. Yeah, average on defense though. Dynamic finisher. Oof. Wait, then what the hell is the difference between that and bulldozer strength? Damn. This build runs straight to the rim. Reckless abandon. Clyde, Grant, Wilkins. Yeah. This one's going crazy. This one's going crazy. I like the bulldozer and dynamic finisher is the same build in my opinion. But strength and vertical and all that's different. Your scoring machines, your Glaring Rice, your Paul Pierce, your Jason Tatum. These are the ones that do it all offensively. Except dribble with the ball fast, it seems. It's EA hooping though. Them boys buckets. They can get 93s and 90 middies. And a 95 dunk. And a 91 standing dunk. And their defense can go up to 94. And they still can go up to 88. And their ball handler can go to 91. Yeah, they nice. Slow though. But they nice. Speed and agility can go up more too. No, they're nice though. The clampers, yeah, we know this. Pippen, Wallace, OG Anunoby. Oh, defense look crazy. Physicals look crazy. Finishing is nice. Open three is good. Playmaking is yeah, ain't there. They ain't there. They're there to finish a play. They're not there to actually do that. Defensive blueprint. Oh, okay. I see it now. So the best skill part in the archetype can change in the skill section, which change up the type of build you're gonna get. Okay, so maybe signature blueprint builds are not as bad as I gave them credit for. Maybe they actually can be much better depending on how you actually play it. You know, it depends on how, you know, if you actually take some time to look at all the attributes of what you're trying to be. Okay, I'll give grace. I'll give grace to signature builds this year. I mean, it might be a good look for a lot of people who don't really understand the builder. I mean, I'm going to be making build videos all year, so keep that in mind. I got you. Need to build videos. I got you. But you know, you never know.
Players' abilities to blend those together into one build that
show me the
reflects
badges.
their place.
It's a power forward. We got finishing. These are the post machines. Griffin, Kemp, Obi Thompson. These are on your heads. Yeah, these are on your head. Power forwards. Like, you better look out below, brother. Yeah. That's offensive.
And at launch, there are going to be 4
Catalyst. We missed a Catalyst. Offensive Mavericks. Go back a second with the Catalyst.
bullets to choose from, and then there will be additional ones added each season.
There's a center. Let's go. No, we go back. Go back to the power forwards. All right, post machine.
Their play styles. And at launch,
and Catalyst. So this is a balanced skill play. These are your point guard kind of. Kevin Durant. Yo, Kevin Durant's hiding over here in the Catalyst build. Yo, max 88 shooting, max 85, max 90 driving, max 90 layup, max 90 standing, max 90 close. Defense, you get max 99 block, max 95 interior. Oh shit. Slow agility though. But he almost 7 feet. And ball handle was really low, speed balls low. Golden State Kevin Durant was a defender for sure. He was a lights out shooter for sure. But that boy had handles. I don't like this. I don't think that suits him.
There are going to be 40 of these signature blueprint templates to choose from, and then there will be additional ones added each season. So that's the new builder.
That was a glass monster. Let's see if we get that offensive Maverick real quick.
There will be additional ones.
All right, come on, each season. All right, we missed offensive magic twice, man. I'm trying to rewind it in a couple seconds.
So that's the new builder option that you're their play styles. And at launch, there are going to be 40 of the
Catalyst.
signature blueprint templates to choose
I
from.
missed it
There's
again.
abilities to blend those together into one build
That's going
that
too
reflects
fast.
their play styles.
Post
And at
machine,
launch, there are going
catalyst,
to be 40
offensive
of the
maverick.
signature blueprint.
There we. It's going so fast. I got to slow it down again. Offensive maverick is just going too fast, and I really want to get enough information as much as possible. So we're gonna have to go back and just play that bitch in 10 frames and shit. Okay, Beckers. All right, it's gonna move. She and Dog's playing like Luca. She out there hooping. All right, post machine. We know we want to move on from this. The next one is the offensive catalyst. And then we want to see the offensive. It's almost there. There it is, the offensive maverick. Okay, J.R. Smith Jr., Jabari Smith, Tony Kukoc, Carter Towns. So the shooter, yeah, 91, 93. Good passing and playmaking. Physicals are decent. Defense can be pretty good if you want to invest in it. Same with finishing. Oh, okay, I see. Modified after versatile multi-tool stretch forwards. Leverages a flawless jumper backed by premier interior scoring traits. Okay, yeah, this is a good build. These might be some. These the offensive mavericks is decent. Signatures are not as bad as I thought they were going to be. And normally I wouldn't trust signatures at all. But some of these signatures are not bad. Of course, you want to look at the overall total stats. Block Party. Hold on. What was Block? We know what Block Party is. Glass Monster. Grazing Glass. Azo. Cunningham. Kel. Those are 7-footers. They give you the height for the build, too. Anomaly. Porzingis. Wemby. Edie. Towering 7-4 anomaly. Spot interior shot into the stands. Run the floor and splash a deep green beam. So max 385, max midi 85, free throw 89, pass accuracy 90, no dribbling, speed does not hit 60, agility is low, strength is pretty high, vertical is decent, driving dunk and layup don't go that high, but shot close and standing dunk and post control can be however high you want to. And then on defense, you don't get a lot of perimeter defense and steal, but you can go crazy on interior and block, sandwich your rebounding. They get extremely high. Yo, it's crazy. Dang. Now into our part of the builder. I've been waiting on this.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that, man. I always draw.
Okay. So these are our badges. For the finishing, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11 finishing badges in the game. Playmaking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 playmaking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 defensive badging. Shooting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shooting badges. Damn, 9 shooting badges? Is it based on the builds? Or is it only 9 shooting badges in total? Rebounding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Physicals 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But instead of 5, there's actually 7 in total. Just this one. No, maybe that's 7. But this one's missing in the one, well, it's not missing, it's not here no more. So never mind. So yeah, just 7. Give me in-depth information,
A
dog.
little bit of inspiration, you know, when I see some of my favorite players there. So I'm definitely got to.
Alright, so this is good. You can literally see to the right-hand side which badges are going to be affected by your sliders, which is great. Why are you pushing it up? Older 2Ks used to do this, so I like this. They brought this feature in the game.
Take a look at that. But every year, Evan, we know badges is a hot topic.
All right, let's go back so we can see what those badges are. Big slow-mo.
Everybody's got questions.
All right, so we got badges finally. We finally hit the point where we're talking about badges. This is going to be deep. So we got Bailout, Break Starter, Diamond, Versatile, Visionary, Who, Pace, Helms for Days, Light and Launch, Flash, Seatbelt, Renew, Eagle Braces, they brought that back. Complete gameplay, somebody dribbling? Are they trying to like show off the dribbling mechanics? Driving dunk. Posterizer. Let's see here. All right. And no free throw badges for sure. We got. They're not hovering over badges though. Going through the attributes is cool and all, but I want to see the badges. Show me the badges. There you go.
Your position affect which badges you qualify for.
You got
how
11,
many
11. Okay. So this build has 11 tokens to split around 3 categories: blue, green, and orange.
Tokens each badge costs. So as you change your physicals, you might notice that, for example, a taller player may see a different number of tokens required for a badge compared to a shorter player, as an example. Something else you're going to notice in the builder itself is that legend badges cannot be obtained in the builder right from the beginning. You can still earn them, but you're not going to see red badges anymore when you are inside the builder. You're going to be able to earn them later. Don't worry, we'll get to that in just a second. But one more thing, speaking of badges, there are 53 total. There's 19 brand new ones. We mentioned that on our roadmap stream a few weeks ago. Because we added these new ones to ensure that there's more specialization. So set shot specialist, for example, from 2K26 has been replaced with separate mid-range and three-point shooting badges called static midi and set and fire. So again, there's a total of 19 new ones. I've pulled out 2 of my favorite ones here. One of them is quick trigger. That improves your ability to make no dip jump shots. So I'm going to be using that all the time, sitting in the corner, which is kind of like all I do. But also, besides that, there's also the seatbelt badge, and that boosts your body up defense and makes it easier to clamp your opponents and disrupt their drive. So those are 2 of my favorite new badges. Stacks, you got the list in front of you as well. What's your favorite?
I think you're gonna need all the defensive badges you can get your hands on, man.
Frozen
has playmaking badges too. Get all of those. Get it. Just get every badge, Evan. Just find a way to get every single badge you can get. One of my favorite though, after looking at the list, I like Smooth Operator. I feel like that's one of those badges that really complements the way I like to play mid-range fades and stuff like that. So Smooth Operator is definitely one of those badges I'm gonna try to get.
Mid-range phrase. That's cheese.
I'm probably gonna try to maximize that badge if I can. Let's go ahead and move on. So I heard you mention about legend badges.
Really can't wait to get my hands on this.
Builder. How do we get
all right, the badges are different this year.
How are we getting them?
Let's talk about it.
You're a step ahead of me. I'm going to delay that answer for just a second. We are going to get to it, don't worry. But let's talk about how you earn and equip your badges first before we get into the legend badges, because you can't get them this year.
Tokens.
Don't worry. But just want to start from the very top. Every build starts with 20 badge slots. You get 20 badge slots across
20
shooting.
badge tokens. All right, here we go. You got 20 badge tokens to use. That was at 11, 11, and 11 we seen at the top of the screen. Fusing reaction, just act like you don't see that down there at the bottom, right? We're just gonna block that part out right there. Fusing reaction. Focus on the tokens. For this build, he has 7 available tokens for finishing, 3 for playmaking, 0 for shooting, 8 for defense, 3 for physicals, 0 for rebounding. So, Ankle Assassin, to get that on Hall of Fame, it took... He used it to his +1 fuse from Hall of Fame, and that was free. Oh, it was free. Handle for Days seemed like it was free, and he has 3 tokens available because you start off with 20 in total. So he using all his tokens on Dimer. He put two on tokens to get a silver Dimer, and then he put 1 token for Break Starter, and he's arranging. Actually, he's about to take the tokens out and use it on Unpluckable and Pace. It looks like that's not Pace, is it? That's a passing badge. It must have playmaking badge. It's Pace.
Finishing, playmaking, defense.
Yeah, see,
rebounding, and physicals.
Oh, Deadeye is still in the game. Mini Marksman, Post Fake, Quick Trigger, Set and Fire. Oh, there's a lot of badges in here that they just didn't show earlier.
And you get all 20 of your slots right away, but you have to actually earn the badge tokens.
So that's how tokens work.
So once your attributes meet the requirement for a badge, it's going to become available in your inventory.
So you got your token spaces here. So this is, if you remember NBA 2K22, walk with that knowledge when you're making your build.
To equip into a badge slot. And you can also reassign these at any time, so your choices are not locked in. And you can earn the badge tokens themselves by filling your badge meters in games, and then you will earn badge tokens for that specific discipline, like shooting or finishing, for example. The other way you can get them is you can earn bonus badge slots or bonus badge tokens through build specialization, season rewards, crew rewards, and those bonus slots and tokens can be applied to any discipline. Those are universal. They're not locked to specifically shooting or finishing or rebounding, for example. You can apply these bonus badge slots and bonus tokens that you earn from build specialization, seasons, and crew rewards into any discipline.
Good to know.
Yeah, man. You got me thinking here, man. I like hearing this information. It made me think, man. I'm starting to strategize things already.
So keep an eye on the builder here.
Badges work differently this year. How does the rebirth work? Huh? You gonna explain that one?
Good question.
This is lagging.
No, that's a good question. So,
Rebirth is basically you get more token points for how many builds you have higher. You get more token points each build that you get to a higher overall. I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna save ourselves maybe like a good 2 minutes by just you putting that truth out there. That's how it works. Okay, it's not great, not bad. It's pretty cool. Whatever.
And similar to past years, once you reach 90 overall and you
skip past this.
Rebirth. 12 of the slots give a max +1 boost, and 4 of them give a max.
Now we're talking about fusion and reaction.
And the way it works, is a synergy is 15 of these slots. 12 of the slots give a max
synergy,
boost, and 4 of them give a max +2 boost. And the way it works is a synergy is broken into 2 parts. It's got a fuse badge.
All right, so you got your fuse badge and your reaction badge. Triggering these effects of these badges trigger the effects of these badges. Release the full potential of your badges, unite your build by earning synergy through season prizes, build specialization crews, or by climbing their rep ranks. So in order to unlock your season synergies, you gotta Get season prizes, build specialization crews. Okay. So you probably will start with like one slot.
And a reaction badge. The Fuse badge gets a max +1 or a max +2 boost for the entire game, pushing that badge beyond its max potential, and that is how you can go even beyond Hall of Fame to get a Legend badge. Now, when you put a badge into that Fuse slot, it is also going to free up the badge tokens you would have otherwise spent to equip it. So that's
okay. That's how you don't use the badge tokens. You put it in your Fuse. Put your highest badge in your Fuse, so you won't use badge tokens. So that's like that's what you activate per game, basically. That's going to be your main badges.
Another cool perk as well. The other part we mentioned is called a reaction badge. And that badge's max +1 or max +2 boost is going to trigger automatically after you have activated your Fuse badge for a set number of times during a game. So they're linked together. And once it's activated, that reaction badge is going to get the same max +1 or max +2 boost for the rest of that game. So hopefully that makes sense. I know there's a lot.
Okay. So if you're synergying Dimer, right, and then you put next to under Dimer for the Fuse, I don't know. For the sake of the video, let's take something that everybody understands. The shooting, one of the shooting badges, like Deadeye or Mini Marksman. The more you pass, the more it'll trigger, and you get the animation for for the Dimer. Then that reaction gives you the higher tier badge of Deadeye. So you want, and it activates per game. So you're technically not boosting Deadeye unless you put that in the Fuse. If you put it in the Fuse, it's a permanent boost for that badge, right? You just gotta activate it a set amount of times in the game to get your reaction badge to get a boost. It's basically like the takeover without being the takeover. Like the takeover boost, like takeover surge, without actually being takeover surge.
As you get into the builder, it is going to make sense. And again, we are going to be answering questions, Q&A this week on Discord at discord.gg/NBA2K as well. If anything we mentioned didn't fully make sense to you, drop your questions in there. We're going to be keeping an eye out as well throughout this week.
Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely see what this is all about. I feel it's going to be a lot of experimentation.
This is kind of understandable.
What's the best way to go about this? But is there anything else we should know about the builder?
I don't know if you want to put everything in reaction, because you got to activate those badges to get the other experience. So if you kind of don't want to put Dimer, Lead Master, Mixed Master, Hook Specialist, Ghost Stepper, Float Game, Paint Prodigy, like you don't want to take primary badges and make it like, oh, if I'm like hot, because you might get a game and you might not get no assists like that, right? So then you're shooting like ass because you didn't react to your shooting badge to your Fuse. So you want to be very careful
as we head into NBA 2K27.
Well, look, we said there was a lot of questions about badges. There are two more things to talk about, and one is badge related. We have added new badge loadouts, which I think the community is going to be very happy about. These allow you to customize and save completely different badge combinations, and you can swap these out. You can swap these loadouts out before a game begins. So when you start, you have one loadout by default, and then you can earn up to 3 more through rep, challenges, and crew rewards. So hopefully it's a nice quality of life feature for all of you, especially those of you who use different types of badges for different modes, for example. But on top of that, we should talk about build specialization as well, because that was a popular new addition last year from 2K26. And this year in 2K27, we've added another specialization track for physicals. And every track also now has a total of 10 levels with different objectives that challenge you to complete more focused goals. So when we say more focused goals, just one of the examples is at level 5 for the shooting specialization, you now have to hit a certain number of corner threes, like specifically corner threes, not just any threes, but corner threes for that specialization. But build specialization overall, it still earns you your cap breakers. You still get some
cap breakers are still alive,
cosmetics, and you still get a permanent badge synergy as well from build specialization. So it's very much still something that is worth doing for your build.
You know what, Evan? Matthew said that with all of these new changes,
a lot.
It almost slipped my mind. how does this affect cap breakers? There's a lot of things going on, Evan. We need to know.
Well, cap breakers, the news is what we talked about on the roadmap stream a few weeks ago. They are back, and our dev team
Cap breakers back in full force. Look pretty decent too.
added a huge quality of life improvement so that you can preview the cap breaker upgrades within the builder. But since you brought it up, I also want to clear something up, because last time on that roadmap stream, when we said that you have to create your build to 99 overall before you see this cap breaker preview menu, I think some of
I don't remember saying that.
you thought that we meant that you have to
But maybe they
upgrade
did.
one of your My Players to 99. Just to clarify, what we mean is that
Oh,
in the
no.
builder itself, that
Go separate. You see the effectiveness to step through layups or other close range shots to come. That's gonna be important. Is there a mid range one for that? Play specialist layup mix
cap
match.
breaker's preview menu becomes usable once you've allocated your attributes to build your My Player to a 99. So, I guess just to double down on that, this is all within the builder. It does not have anything to do with actually upgrading your My Player. So just wanted to make that super clear. We saw some confusion about that after our roadmap stream, and we replied to a couple questions about that in our Discord, but just wanted to make it clear here on the stream as well.
All right, man. Talking about the builder badges, all of that stuff was really cool. But now it's time to talk about the city. Before
That's
we do
everything
that,
we
though,
need.
let's go.
So we learned a lot about the builder. We learned a lot about the builder today. We've seen some gameplay. It's pretty lit.